Hello, my name's Bev, and 3 years ago I took up playing the recorder again after a 50-year gap. Hello, if you've seen my last video, you'll know that I've been waiting for a handmade resin recorder from Vincent Bernolin in France. And it has arrived at last after I paid the customs duties and the VAT. I'm going to do an unboxing review of it now because I literally got it yesterday. And I'll also explain for those of you who are wondering how tricky or easy it is or costly to buy something like this from France now that we are no longer in the EU ever since Brexit. The good news is that the charges were kind of what I was expecting. They weren't too steep. So I'll just go back to how much it's all cost. What we're talking about is the alto or treble recorder in F after Stainsby. Anyway, this is a 442 pitch. You can also get them in a 415 pitch, the more traditional Baroque pitch. So the cost in euros was £495, which came through on my credit card as £443.66 after taking into account the currency conversion fee that my credit card charges. And then before it could be delivered, Parcel Force, who picked up the parcel in France from the French courier, sent me an invoice with the various charges, and it works out like this. The import VAT was £89.74. The customs duty was £8.80. There was no excise duty and no other, whatever other is. And the customs clearance fee, which Parcel Force charge, was £12, and the total was £110.54, which I would need to add on to my credit card total of £443.66 for the total cost of the Bernolin recorder. Just so you know, in case you're wondering about ordering one from France and you're based in the UK, because I know a lot of people were asking me how much it costs, and it's very, very tricky on the websites, the UK customs websites, because it's very unspecific about how much different items cost in terms of customs duty. Very, very unhelpful indeed. So it's a case of waiting until you get the bill, and fortunately the bill was pretty much as I was expecting it to be, so that is good news. But it did take quite a long time to arrive, not to get over from France to the UK, but to get through customs in the UK and then get transported to Parcel Force's depot, my local depot in Yorkshire. And then obviously, well, I had to wait for a letter to come through the post, not email, no, even though this is the 21st century. I had to wait for a letter, an invoice to come through the post, which I had to pay. I could pay it online, and then they delivered it the next day. So there you are. So this is the box with the various customs charges on the front, an invoice inside, and my address obviously on the front of the box. Let's open and see what we get. I have looked at this very quickly last night, but I decided to wait to look at it properly until today, so I could do this video. It's quite padded inside the box, although it's a shame that they use this kind of polystyrene stuff, which isn't recyclable. So that's a bit of a shame. There you go. Then what you get, this was actually sealed. Um, it said that this package has been sealed for health and safety reasons. So I cut it open, and what you get inside is, oh, you get that's got quite a good touch. A spare reel of cotton, because the joints are cotton thread. Um, they're not cork. They're the older style cotton thread. So you can add to the cotton thread if it gets too loose. So yeah, it just came with this, and a really nicely made pouch, really nice, with a zip. Obviously it's padded. Oh, and it's all nice and fleecy soft inside. Now, what have we got? We've got, ooh, obviously we've got three parts, and oh, I do believe that is wood. The rest of it is resin, and it's got Vincent Bernolin's signature engraved on it there. So it's shinier than I thought it would be. I didn't think it'd be so shiny, but anyway, that's by the by. And should put it together. Yeah, as you can see, we've got cotton threaded joints. So here we have it. It's all put together properly. Yeah, it's nicely designed. The beak part of it is really, really nicely designed. Difficult to see it on here. Very, very beautifully designed. It looks as if the block is, can you see it, is wood inside there. You probably can't see it, but anyway, that is it. And I thought it would be heavier than it is, because a lot of people are saying it's quite weighty, but it isn't really. And I thought I'd compare it in weight to this. This is my Moet Grenadilla, and when it comes to weight, they're much of a muchness, really, and they they look very similar as well. Very, very similar, I would say, except I would say the Bernolin has a more carefully, beautifully designed beak there. Beautiful, beautiful. Very similar. So I reckon, it could pass as ebony or grenadilla easily. See what it sounds like. I haven't played it yet, so we shall see. You can probably see my cat's tail there. He doesn't like my recorder playing, and he always wants to leave the room when I play. Anyway, that's by the by. Just seeing how it compares to the Grenadilla. That's the cat you can hear. Very, very similar, I'd say. Obviously, I need to play it a bit more because I've literally only just got it. So I'll come back at a future date and play some pieces on it. But yeah, it could pass very well for a Grenadilla. Cost-wise, not a lot of difference really compared to what I paid for the Moet, really, when you add on the VAT and all that stuff. I mean, compared to buying a resin recorder, a factory-made resin recorder, it's quite expensive, obviously, because you can get a factory-made resin recorder for under 100 quid, really, here. But this is obviously probably about over 5 times that cost. But I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm playing a few pieces, and I'll come back with a conclusion at a later date. But out of the box, yeah, pleased with it, and I do like the pouch that it comes in. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.